Hello everyone and welcome to Wednesday. Just finished doing the Subnautica stream 8. Continues to be very fun. Today was mostly like I want to say like a cleanup episode, but in order to do certain things you need certain materials, and I had to spend a lot of today just like gathering materials. But I did see one very scary friend. And I don't need... What is that doing here? But tonight is also date night. We take turns twice a month, going on dates, choosing what happens. And today is Mal's turn. And Mal, where are we going?
A lot of people in Discord have been talking about melting pot, and I really want cheese fondue. But there's also something new in Raleigh that opened, and we're gonna go there after.
Okay, so cheese fondue, just cheese.
Yeah, we're just gonna get cheese.
And then somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't had melting pot in forever, so that sounds good.
Well, we got our fixins, and Mal chose the cheese. She said we probably haven't done this one before. This is
Didn't sound familiar.
Quattro Formaggio. It has like pesto, obviously that, and then also pesto and sun-dried tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it good?
Yeah.
You just wanted to put hot cheese in your mouth, which is fair. I think every human being wants to do that from time to time.
I see you started with the pretzel.
Is that a pretzel?
Uh-huh.
That's good cheese.
Mm-hmm.
That's good pretzel too. So part one of our date was eating the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
We have eaten the cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And now where are we going?
Jaguar Bolero at Ironworks.
We were waiting for a long time for this place to open.
Yes.
I don't know much about it other than it's supposed to be like a Dave and Buster's round one type something.
Something, yeah.
Okay, let's go check it out.
So this is a chain, right? Like
They have two locations. I believe this is the first.
Oh, okay.
They have one in Atlanta.
Catfish?
Catfish.
Yeah, catfish tacos. I got some quesadillas. I'm sure we'll both share these. Jaguar Bolero is a very interesting place. It's like several different little places in one, because there's a drink station and then you can order food and they'll just find you. There's duck pin bowling, there's darts, there's karaoke. But it feels weird. I'll talk more after I've eaten. So around the corner is darts, which is, I guess, free. You just pick them up and play. So really, they're focusing a lot on food. They want you to have food and drinks.
Karaoke, duck pin.
Yeah.
You have to pay for it?
You have to pay for karaoke. That makes sense. Yeah. All right, Mal, let's see what you got.
You play cricket?
Sure. Wow, that was actually... First one's pretty good there. I get 12. That's not what I need at all. That's not what I need at all. I'm trying to get 20. I mean, all I have to do is get 2 bowl. Now it's behind me. You haven't hit the 15, really.
No, I haven't.
I bet I can do this. I bet I can. I couldn't. Mal has tied it up. It's just down to who can get 2 on the bowl. Good luck.
You're up. Good luck.
Oh.
Okay. It's so ridiculously tied up. The next person to hit the bull wins. I'm much closer when we're not filming.
It's like we were a little slow last week. Same. It's red.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
You got it. That was a very close game. Wow.
So we just got home, and we picked up some Culvers. We've had food from 3 different places because we did cheese at Melting Pot, and then we had kind of like, I mean, it was our meal, but it was like they were appetizers, the fish tacos and the quesadillas, and now we're having this. I wanted to talk a little bit about the place. Jaguar Bolero was interesting. The food was actually really good. Obviously, there's a lot of other stuff on the menu, but it's really good. The premise of the place is that you come in and you play games, whether that's darts or duck pin bowling. There was one karaoke booth. I don't know what that was, or room rather.
Shuffleboard.
Yeah. There was like one other thing I'm missing.
Foosball.
Yeah. Just a few little things. I thought going into it that it was going to be more like round 1. And I thought there was even our arcade, and there's not. So it's a little weird. Not bad, but just kind of strange. You put in your order. The way that they do drinks is very interesting. You have to start by going over and getting, and we didn't
Put your card on file.
You have to, you get a bracelet. They showed us how it worked. We didn't do this, but you put your card on file and you get a bracelet, and then they have all of these beer taps, like a bunch of them. And you tap your wrist to like the NFC chip or whatever that's on for that specific tap. And then when you pour it, it charges you per ounce for the beer or whatever it is you're drinking, because they have wine and stuff. And like, it's not that that's not neat. That's kind of neat. The issue is when you have that, it's like you have to pay in a bunch of different places, and it's kind of strange. So like if you want food, you go to the food place and you pay for the food, and you want a drink, then you have this wristband and you're doing that, and I guess I don't know if it automatically debits your card or whatever, or if it's, at the end of the night. But if you want to play a game, like you want to play duck pin or something that costs money, then you have to go to a different booth and pay. So it's like a lot of different things. And the feel of it was just very weird. I think part of it was because we're there on a Wednesday night and there was a lot of staff there and not a lot of people. So that felt weird too. Anyway, I don't know that we would go back. If we wound up around there with other people, maybe, but like it's probably not something we would go back. But it's nice to actually like try it, because we've been talking about it forever. I think I would have been more interested if they had arcade games, but anyway, flavor of the day is devil food cake, which was great. Last date night, we watched Terminator. So you want to watch Terminator 2? Okay. He said he'd be back. You get it? Because it's now in the. Anyway, we watched T2, Terminator 2, Terminator 2 Judgment Day. It has multiple titles depending on the movie poster you're looking at. This is a movie that Mal and I have definitely like seen bits and pieces of over the years.
Yeah.
There may have been a time I've watched the whole thing and I just don't remember it, but a lot of it seemed familiar.
I agree.
Yeah.
A lot of it seemed familiar. There were parts that didn't.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah, it's My take on it is it's exceptionally good. And like, of course it is. It's well known as being one of the greatest films of all time, certainly one of the greatest like sci-fi works of all time. And I think the thing that's fun is having watched Terminator 2 or Terminator 1, like what, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Like, it was fun to compare the two. Terminator 1 is a fantastic movie. It's very good. And the tone of Terminator 1 is different than Terminator 2 because Terminator 2 injects way more humor.
I enjoyed it more.
Yeah, I think it's a more enjoyable film. I think it would be hard to watch Terminator 2 and then go watch Terminator 1.
Yeah.
But also you could watch Terminator 2 and not necessarily have to watch the first one, but if you get a chance, I would watch the first one because it is really fantastic. The other thing that's so interesting is that the first one had a budget of $6 million and the second one had a budget of $100 million. And what they managed to accomplish with $6 million is really amazing. Like, it's a really great movie. But like Terminator 2, like everything is so big and over the top. Like the set pieces are huge. There are so many crazy there's multiple crazy chase scenes.
Yeah.
Because like early on, you've got...
Yeah, there's a lot of intense parts.
Yeah. And I think the other cool thing is that the first film was released in 84, and then this film was released in 91. So there's a 7-year gap, and it was really interesting to see how much the technology had changed, because the CGI in this movie, like, certainly doesn't live up to things for today's standards, but it was clearly, like, so much better than the first one. There's parts of Terminator 1 that are a little weak watching it now because of those effects.
Yes. And
Terminator 2, like, it's still that way, but it bothers you less because they're not as bad, basically. And I'm sure at the time it was, like, absolutely revolutionary. Like, seeing, like, Liquid Man.
Yeah.
I bet Liquid Man was a big deal.
I bet Liquid Man was a big deal.
But obviously, you know, now it's not quite the same, but still like very, very good. But the thing that was so wild is that there's parts of this movie that are insane, and particularly the part with the helicopter at the end, I was like, this isn't CGI. This is real. They had to shoot this for real, and that was very mind-blowing to watch all of that happening. Anyway, all in all, it's a very good movie. And I'm glad I got a chance to see it, not only like start to finish, which I may have done before, but I got to see it start to finish after seeing the first movie recently. So I got to really compare them. The other thing is that there are no other Terminator movies. These are the only ones they ever made.
Uh-huh.
There are no other Terminator. It's just the two. It's just the two. They never made anything else.
What's the one there that says recently added?
The one that says Terminator 3?
Yeah.
That's a typo. We don't know what that is. I was looking up the Wikipedia article because I've never seen any of the other things past 2. And the general consensus from what I can see for reception is that, like, Terminator 3 is fine. I think it's fine. Like, it can't live up to 2, and it has a different director. So James Cameron's only involved in the first 2 movies. But Terminator 3 is, like, fine. And then after that, the entire series kind of goes, oh, and they tank a little bit. But I think the other thing is that it's going to be hard to compare to the massive cultural impact that Terminator 2 had, too. So, I don't know. Maybe at some point we'll watch the third film. Maybe. I don't know. There's a bunch of other movies to watch, though. Anyway, Mal, I had a good date night.
Me too.
This was fun. I had a fun time. We should probably get to bed because we got breakfast stream in the morning. But it was a very fun evening. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?